starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Free kick out of bounds.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position,
Automatic,
but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Now Jones. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing Jones. He'll get that out to the flat to White. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. We're able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Fielded at the 20. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Green Bay's offense trots out, and just as it has been since week 1 of the 2008 season, Aaron Rodgers leads the way, now in his 18th year in the National Football League.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Green Bay need to get Aaron Rodgers some help at receiver, and they did so by picking Christian Watson 34th overall. That's the earliest they've taken a receiver since 2002. Watson has some NFL bloodlines as well. His dad, Tim, was also drafted by the Packers, and he knows father's very proud watching him pick up that first down there.
Alexander Johnson there on the stop. The Packers at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Touchdown! Christian Watson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And It's the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's right. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is born. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
It's taken to the 26. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson.
There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
First and 10. Here's Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 37. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Again, it's Jones. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He'll buy some time right.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great effort there. With a second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Now Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Two fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jones,
the quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. So here are the Packers now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. 2nd down and 8. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. To throw is Rodgers.
He finds Watson complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So into Pat's. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On play action, now Rodgers.
Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper in 2nd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down. Importance of it, but 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more, and, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks are starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And taken at the 46. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Wide open receiver complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown.
The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And now out come the Patriots.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp. And at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Jones on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air. That's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter. Rodgers now on 1st down.
That is caught by Amari Rodgers.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Rodgers now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Pats will take over here just shy of the 30. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early.
That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts. As you can see the numbers there. Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Kyle Duggar in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers.
it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Here's Jones on the return. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Patriots take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run it here. This is James White.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Harris running straight ahead. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Harris. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
An injury ended White's 2021 season after 3 games, the first in which he didn't play at least 14 and have 40 catches since his rookie year. One of the league's better receiving backs now in his 9th season. He's hoping for his 2nd career campaign over 1,000 all-purpose yards.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing Jones.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. It's caught at the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, second down. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Here's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So now on... will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Patriots get the football back.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 11. They'll start the drive with Harris. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost.
And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Robert Tunyon capping it all off on the touchdown grab.
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a first down carry by Jones. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second and 6 from the 10.
An inside give to Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try the right side with Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10
at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man is born. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Jones on 1st and 10.
Pass complete once again to Bourne. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late point. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll drop it underneath to White. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line.
What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is down to 24. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And some room to roll now.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory.